Welcome to my Blooming TV. Today we are going to be doing a crochet DIY, and we're going to be making this very easy simple dishcloth. It is very beginner friendly, and as you can see, we're using just one stitch pattern. You're using a double crochet all through, and I have about 14 rows. So wherever you see the rib is a double row, so you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and you can make this in different patterns and finish. It measures about 9.5 inch by 9.5 inch. As you can see, I have it in this red, and then I have it also in this variegated yarn, so it comes mixed already. So today I'm going to be using be making this exact one. For that you will need 100% cotton yarn, and this is a medium weight, and is machine washable. The dishcloth from these ones, they are very durable. I've had some for years now, and it's by the Bernard Handicrafter cotton. And so this is what a full skein of the large one looks like. But today I have one I've opened already, so I'm going to be using this one, but it's exactly the same thing. So you need your yarn, then you need a 4.5mm hook. I hope you can see the measurements. And then you need a tapestry needle to weave in your ends. You need a pair of scissors. And for this, you do not need a stitch counter, because like I said, it's really easy to see how many rows you're working, and it's not that long, so you can always recount your stitches. If you're a beginner, you want to make sure you always count. That way you know when you are off or not. So do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And so let's get. So to start, we're going to make a slip knot. So a slip knot is basically like you're going to tie up a knot like that. It's very easy. So I'll do that again for you to see. So it's just like you wrap the thread around your fingers, and then you go from the inside and take that one end there and pull, and that gives you a knot right there. Okay, so take some time to practice that if you're a new a beginner. So basically you're going around like this, take this part here, and then pull the two ends, and that way you have a slip knot. Okay, so this does not count as a stitch, so we are going to chain 27. So a chain is you yarn over like this, pull through, that is 1. So now you have 1 chain. The one on the hook does not count, so this is 1. And when you're doing the foundation chain, please do not make it tight, else by the time you're doing your stitches, it becomes difficult. So you go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you look back now, you count with the V's. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've done 10 chains. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is how long 20 is right now. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. So this is how long 27 is, and you can see all the V's. So we are going to start by doing a double crochet into the second chain from the hook. So remember I said this first one does not count. So your very first chain is this one and your second one is this one. However, when I do my foundation, I want the edges to be smooth. So what I do is I crochet on the spine. So if you look at this side, you have a V, and if you turn it around, you have a spine at the back, okay? So this spine, each one is corresponding to one of these chains, okay? So if you were to count from the beginning again, like I said, always count, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we are going to crochet into the second chain. So 1 and then 2. So when I turn that 2 at the back, you see that little spine there? That's where we are going to put our first stitch. So do a double crochet. You yarn over your hook. So you have 2. You go into that spine there. And then you yarn over again, pull through the loop. And now you have 3. You yarn over again, you pull through 2 of those 3, and now you have 2. You yarn over, pull through the 2, and now you have made your first double crochet. So the next one will be on this spine, will be on this one. So we are going to go on all the spines at the back, and that way the end here will be smooth. So you yarn over, you go into the spine here, pull through the loop. So you pull through, yarn over again, pull through the first 2. That's why it's double. So that's a single first time and 2. That gives you double. So now you have 1 and 2. Remember we said the first one doesn't count, the one on the chain. So you yarn over, go into the next loop, yarn over, pull through, and you pull through the first 2 and through both. So we are going to do that all the way to the end, and then I'll just fast forward it a little bit, and then I'll see you when you get to the end. Don't fast. Yarn over, and that is the end of the first row. And so you can see how the first row is looking. So at the bottom part you see it's all smooth, and if you count your stitches right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we should have 26 because we started with 27, and then we did our first double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So now to move to row number 2, you're going to chain 2. You see what I just did? I'll do that again for you to see. So to move to row number 2, you are going to, this is chain 1, so this is 1, this one doesn't count, and 2, okay? And then you're going to turn around. you're going to turn this way because you are walking this way now. So when you turn for row 2, you can see the top here. So this is the first 2, it doesn't count. The top here, you see it looks like a V, like a V. So you see all these V's here. You are going to be working on the back loop of the V so that it gives you this rib that you see here. So we are going to work on just the back. That way you get this nice ribs showing there. So if you crochet, I'm just going to show you with a needle. So this is 1, 2. We're going to start from here. If you crochet through the 2 like this, then you don't get any ribbed effect. So now we are going to crochet into just the back loops. So go here, go there, and that way this loop in front is left out. So again, you yarn over. You're starting from the first one here. Okay, this first one doesn't count. So you go into the back loop only. So just 1, pull through 2 and 2 again. That is your first stitch for this side. So the next one, so we are going to this one's at the back here, and that is what we are going to do for row 2. So yarn over, go to the back loop. So you walk into the loop farthest away from you and leave the one close to you. So you go to the back loop, yarn over to the back loop again. And I don't know if you can already see, you can see the rib is forming already. And then the edge, make sure your edges are straight, they are aligned together. And so when this first row is done, you're pretty much going to repeat the same thing. And we have, so these are 2 rows now, row 1, row 2. So altogether you have 14 rows for this project, and it's super easy. You can do multiple dishcloths in one day. And if you're a beginner, yes, it might take you a little bit longer to when you start, but with time, in less than an hour, you should be able to finish one dishcloth. So you can see the ribs are forming now because we are working only in the back loop. So these ribs are the front loop. So we just keep going, and when I'm done with the first row, I'll let you keep working on it. So I'll just finish the second row and show you how to turn one more time, and then I'll meet you when you've done 6 rows. We'll meet and see how it's going. So please do not forget to like, share, comment, and post pictures of your own project. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more crochet or other DIY videos I'll be posting. So we keep going, and you can see that the rib is coming out very beautiful, and this double crochet works up really fast. So we're going in the back. If it's too fast, you can always pause it, replay it, practice. And with time, it becomes really effortless. So we are coming to the end of the second row. And like I say, you are using a double crochet all through this project. Only when we are doing the edges, we'll be using a single one. So you can see right now we are here, and so that means we only have 1 stitch remaining. So don't be tempted to put 2 in there. If you are not sure, just come when you get to the end. We are going to crochet into this spot here. because we want the corner to be straight. So you see this V here, I will not use the V at the end, so instead I will come in between here and do my last one there. That way it makes the ends to be straight, and then I'll just chain 2, 1, 2, and then we'll turn again. So now we're going to walk our way that way, and as you can see, because you walked that into this place here, so the ends are straight and you want that. So you're going to keep doing that, just walking into the back loop there. So remember, your chain 1, 2 doesn't count, so you're going to start walking it there. Okay. Yarn over, go to the back loop, and so I will meet you when you are at row 6, and I will see how you're doing. How fast that works. It works really fast. I said I was going to stop at 6 and I was enjoying it so much. I'm already at the 7th row. So you see, this is row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can see the ribs because we are working on only the back row. You can see the ribs forming, and like I said, you saw me always counting, so I was counting so that to remind you, if you're a beginner, you should always count your stitches. That way you do not have your work going different angles. So right now, if you count it, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So this one at the edge, the very first one, it does not count as a stitch. So you should have 26 because we started with the foundation chain of 27 and we walked into the second one. So the second chain. So we are going to continue all the way till we get, so to this is the halfway point. All in total we have 14 rows of this one, and then when we are done, I'll meet you back at 14 to show you how to put a nice border so you can have it all smooth and even out. So just to turn this, you chain 2 and you turn around and you continue. So continue, and I'll meet you at row number 14. And there we have it. So that is 14 rows, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And you can see the ribs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like I said, this works out really beautifully. If you are a beginner, ensure you count your stitches. If possible, count each row until you master it. So when you finish, you should have 26. So now we are going to do a border. So when you look at this one, we're going to do a border at the edge, so that way we have it all smooth around. And for that we are just going to use a very simple stitch, and it's a single crochet. So what you do, you can chain one, and then you start to, you know, on this two ends you have like smooth edges, so it's very easy for you to see the chains you are walking into. But on this end and this end you do not have this kind of chains, so pretty much you have to eyeball it and work with it. So when you're doing a single crochet, you do not need to yarn over, so you just simply go into, but make sure when you go in you're walking into the two stitches at the edge. So don't walk, you know, like here we were walking into just one to create a loop, a ridge. At the edge you have to walk into two to create a nice finish. So you pull up, you have two, yarn over, pull through that two, and that is your first one. So to make the next one, just as you can see, I'm going to make my next one in here. So you just have to pretty much eyeball it and make sure you are walking into two, so don't walk into one, and you do not need to yarn over. So you just go into that hole there, pull through, and you have two, and pull through that two. So you will see that you start to have like the nice edges you have here also at this ends. And so we are going to do all that all the way down. We're just going to use a single crochet. So just work with eyeballing it yourself, that way you are able to see. As long as you are walking into two stitches, you get the smooth edges. You see how this one is coming? So just ensure you have it smooth and straight like that. And then when we get to the corner, I will show you what to do. So when you get here, for example, you can walk into this two here. Okay, so you don't want gaps in between. So just walk a single into there. And so we're just going to keep doing that until we get to the corner. This is the end of the fourth side. So we started from here, 1 2 3 4, and this is the end here. So when you get to the end here, so you have one here, and then we are going to just pull through like this and leave a tail there. Okay, a tail that you're going to weave in. And then for that last one, you want to make sure you walk into the top of the stitch there. So you don't need to do the two to go into there, if that makes sense. So just walk into the top there and pull it, and it gives you a clean finish there. And then we're going to weave in the end with a tapestry needle. So just straighten your work and pull it. So just straighten it, make sure you have all your ends nice and smooth. Okay. And then if you want to measure it, so the finished work is about 9 inch by almost 8.5. So that is almost like the size I have here as well. Okay. So for the end, you want to use I'm using a plastic tapestry needle, and you just thread it in, and what we are doing is pretty much going to sew this in. Okay, so you can start with the first one here. Okay, and pull through just to finish that to become seamless. You can see that. And then what I like to do is I'm going to weave it in through the back. So just go in to any of the ridges at the back there. And if your ends are too long, feel free to take some of it off. Okay. So we're just going to weave this in as much as we can. So try not to pull it too much. Okay, so we're just going to keep weaving in, and then we'll turn back and weave it back, and that way we can be sure it's secure. So I'm just walking in between the stitches. I'm not coming out through the other side. And then I'll just keep pulling it to make sure it retains the shape at the edge there. So when I feel like I have walked it far enough here, I'm just going to simply make a U-turn and walk my way back. Okay, make a U-turn and walk my way back, still going in between the stitches there, and I'm not coming out through this way. So ensure you are going in between. And do not pull too tight. So just walk this in between all the way back, and then we'll cut off the extra ones. Okay. So you can go as far as you want, just to make sure it's well secured. So when you feel like you have secured it enough, cut off the excess one. And I've never had issue with this coming undone or anything like that. So they do stay in pretty good. I just like to weave mine a little bit more. And these are safe in the dishwasher. Sorry. In the washing machine. It's washing machine safe. But to dry it, you want to dry it on very low heat, or you can hang it out flat to dry. So I have woven mine back and forth in here. So now I'm just going to cut off the extra. And there we have it. Our dishcloth is ready, and this will make for a very nice gift. You can see the ends, it's all clean because of that single crochet we did. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification button so you can get each video I'm going to be posting. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a blessed and wonderful day.
2, 3, come on.